We're in the music room, and I am Lynn McCracken, and accompanied by Bill Hudson, guitar player extraordinaire. I'm very happy to be here tonight, and I'm going to play some songs from my album called I Wrote You a Letter, produced by Tom Prasada Rao. And most of the songs I wrote myself, with the exception of a few at the end, and I'll let you know I did a couple of co-writes that we're going to do at the end. So this first song is the title track, and it's called I Wrote You a Letter. And I wrote this song. I'm a therapist during the day in my day job, and I had a client who was broken up with in a really crappy way. And since I've been married for 18 years, luckily I haven't dealt with this, but a lot of young people, there's a couple of young people here in the crowd. Tell me, have you ever broken up with anyone over a text before? No. Or gotten broken up with over a text? That is the worst. I can't even believe that people do this. So I had a client, and she was actually they looked at rings the weekend before. She was about to graduate college. She'd been with him a long time, and he just broke up with her over a text. They just looked at rings. So she was obviously very devastated. And I actually there's a happy ending to the story. I just was invited to her wedding, and she married this other guy who's amazing, and they hopefully will live happily ever after. But while we were working together, she kept coming in every week, and she was still crying. And she said, I don't feel like I'm making any progress. I'm still crying. And I saw so much progress. And I said, all right, I want you to write a letter this week to him. Don't send it. Don't send it. Write a letter this week to him, and then next week write a letter to him, and then the next week, and then after 4 weeks, we'll look at them, and then you'll be able to see the progress about how your feelings have changed. And so she was like, okay, I'll do that. And we did, and it really helped her to get through it. And so I wrote this song for her, and I was really horrified about how she was broken up with. So it was really about my feelings. To be honest, a lot of them are inspired by my clients, but it's really like, oh gosh, like I would be so mad. Anyway, so that's what this song's about. All right, are we ready? Okay, you want to count me in?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wrote you a letter, thought it would make me feel better, so I could leave it alone. I wrote you a letter, hoped it would make me feel better, so I could finally let go. And it's not like I'm ever gonna give it to you, 'cause half of what I wrote isn't even true. You see, it's all about me. It's not about the things that you did or said. It's more about the stuff rolling around in my head. Had to spell it all out so I could be free. I wrote you a letter, thought it would make me feel better, so I could leave it alone. I wrote you a letter, hoped it would make me feel better, so I could finally let go. And I've never been dumped over a text, and while it's not the best way to become an ex, I see that was not about me. And even though it felt right out of the blue, looking back now, I ignored all the clues. Had to spell it all out so I could be free. Ooh, it's so easy to blame you. Ooh, point the finger and name you. And all our friends would agree. You just look like a villain for a second. I wrote you a letter, thought it would make me feel better, so I could leave it alone. I wrote you a letter, burned it and now I feel better, Now I can finally let go. I can let la 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 la. If you've ever been broken up with in a bad way, sing with me. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Thank you. I love how you guys all like knew to wait for the click. That was pretty.
We have them very well trained.
Wow, that's so impressive. That was great.
Well, I love that song. That's awesome, and I totally believe in writing as therapy.
Yes.
Yes.
It really, it was my own personal therapy, forever completely private. I never shared it with anyone.
Right.
And then really growing up, and then in college, I thought I would just miraculously perform for the first time, and I would have no problem. And I had horrible stage fright. I tried to major in music, and I got up on stage the first time, and I was shaking, and it was horrible. And so then I switched to psychology, and
and figured out why you did that.
But no, I knew it was therapy. I really knew that music was therapy for me.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe it's just my personal therapy, and I don't have to ever do this again. And then many years later, I actually had one of my friends lost her daughter, and it was so hard to deal with. I woke up and I just started writing again. I had completely shut it down, and I started writing again. So I wrote a song called My Firefly after that, and I'll do that in a couple more songs. But that's what kind of started it all.
Good. Well, your next song is Disaster. Tell us about that.
Yes. Actually, my song Disaster, I wrote this about stage fright, actually. So my producer, Tom Persada-Rao, is a good friend of mine.
I love Tom. He is so talented.
So talented and so encouraging and wonderful. And he knew that I was in a songwriting workshop that day with Steve Seskin. And he knew I was going to perform a song, and he knew I was terrified. And so he texted me that day, and he just said, "How are you doing?" And I was typing, "Fine," but I wasn't fine. I was a disaster. And I thought, how many times a day do people just say, "I'm fine," but really they're a disaster? So I didn't hear anything Steve Seskin said for the rest of the day. I just wrote this song. So I need to take another workshop from him. But yeah. So this one's about me being a disaster. Ready?
3, 4.
When you ask me how I'm doing, do you really want to know? We're passing in the hall, and I know you've got to go. I'll smile and say I'm fine, like I do every time, and I'll keep what's going on very deep inside. I feel like a disaster, falling faster and faster, like a deck of cards that just got scattered. Gotta pull it together. When I walk through the door, I don't know if I can fake it anymore. I feel like a disaster. Why do we ask these questions when we don't even care? It's like asking for directions when we're not going anywhere. I'm tired of all this small talk, the same words every day. No one knows each other words we don't want to say. I feel like a disaster, falling faster and faster, like a deck of cards that just got scattered. Gotta pull it together. When I walk through the door, I don't know if I can fake it anymore. I feel like a disaster. I know it's hard to see through the images we show, smiling for the camera. Does anybody know? I feel like a disaster, falling faster and faster, like a deck of cards that just got scattered. Gotta pull it together. When I walk through the door, I don't know if I can fake it anymore. I feel like a disaster, falling faster and faster, like a deck of cards that just got scattered. Gotta pull it together. When I walk through the door, I don't know if I can fake it anymore. I feel like a disaster. It's so much fun playing with Bill. I have to
He's
tell
so
you.
good.
He's so great. Thank you, Bill.
He's a
You
keeper.
make me feel and sound less like a disaster. I appreciate it.
He's a keeper. He's a keeper, but I just wanted you to know Helen and I are going to steal him. So
That's
no
right.
may
One,
not.
one of these days.
No, so
I
my
could
new
turn
band,
this into a disaster. It wouldn't take much.
my new band name is Stealing Thunder, and you will not be stealing that thunder.
Well, tell us how people can find you on the internet.
So on the internet, I have a website that is my name, so it's kind of easy. It's just www.lynnmccracken.com. And that website is not the most beautiful. It's a little bit under construction, but you can still find me there and sign up. I'm working on a few different projects right now. So one of them, if you go to my website, you'll see it's called the Firefly Movement, which is about this next song, My Firefly. And it's about on purpose, being a firefly in the world and bringing light into the world. And also, it's because I'm a therapist and I try to help people look for light in darkness. And so it's about helping others to look for a light, but also trying to collect that yourself, trying to focus on light. Because sometimes, life isn't always good. Sometimes it's dark, but you have to look for those sparks. So myfirefly.org is also a website that's under construction, but I'm starting a movement. So
Okay. Well, let's hear that song.
Great. All right. Ready? Okay. I remember summer nights looking for fireflies. I'd always try to put them in a jar. I never want to let them go. If I could just watch them glow, I'd forget that I was scared of the dark. But you are my firefly. When everything is dark inside, you always find a way to light me up. And no matter how hard I try to run from you, I cannot hide, 'cause fireflies can see inside your heart. my firefly, my firefly, my firefly. I could spend hours then staring at the sky, waiting for that next little spark. Why is it so hard to see the light that's right in front of me? Sometimes it feels like everything is dark, but you are my firefly. When everything is dark inside, you always find a way to light me up. And no matter how hard I try to run from you, I cannot hide, 'cause fireflies can see inside your heart. My firefly, my firefly, my firefly. What if we all could be fireflies, you and me? Together we could shine so bright. We can help each other see the light. My firefly, my firefly, my firefly, my firefly, my firefly, my firefly. Thank you.
We're going to do an interview in a little while, too, and I want to talk to you more about that song in that interview as well as about your plans for it.
Great.
Tell us about Echoes of You.
Echoes of You is another one that I have the most awesome genius clients, and sometimes they say the most beautiful things, and every now and then they'll say something and I'll go, oh, can I please write a song based on what you just said? So I had a client, she was a high school student, and she had a particularly difficult, hard dad that would say things to motivate her that weren't very motivating, like you're a loser and, really kind of mean things. He meant them to motivate her. But I called him in and I kind of said, look, this is not motivating. Don't do it. And he actually listened, which was so amazing because that doesn't always happen.
Right.
But he really listened, and he completely turned around and started saying positive things. But it was a year later, and we were working together, and she said, he doesn't say any of those things. In fact, since he left the office, he has said nice things, but I still hear those things in my head. She said, it's like they're echoes. And I went, oh, wow. That's echoes. So, yeah, Echoes of You is about that. Those echoes in our head that are just, we know they're not true, but we still hear them, and then we believe them. So. I keep hearing those words, they're loud and clear. but they're still here. And I try to ignore it, but it's no use. And I know that it's not true. It's just echoes of you, the things that you said, they're on repeat inside of my head. Echoes of you, and you're miles away. We can never take back the things that we say. You said you won't make it, so I didn't even start. I'm beginning to doubt you now that we're apart. And I try to ignore it, but it's no use. And I know that it's not true. It's just echoes of you, the things that you said, they're on repeat inside of my head. Echoes of you, and we're miles away. We can never take back the things that we say. Who told you those things when you were young? Who said what you could and couldn't become? Look what echoes of echoes of echoes of echoes have done. Echoes of you, the things that you said, they're on repeat inside of my head. Echoes of you, and you're miles away. We can never take back the things that we say. It's just echoes, echoes of you. Echoes of you. If I could get rid of these echoes, I wonder what I could do. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that you were her therapist, because had Randy Treadway been her therapist, he would have said, "Oh, quit that stinking thinking." That's what I get.
Yeah.
Quit that stinking thinking.
Yeah.
Sometimes that works.
Sometimes you just got to get to the.
Sometimes it's harder. Yeah. Sometimes it's harder to let go. But at least recognizing that they're not true
I guess.
helps you
Yeah.
a little bit.
Your next song is Fear.
Yeah.
You're emotion driven on your songs, the different emotions of
Yes.
life.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what I do all day.
Sure.
So, this song actually, I had never planned on making a CD or sharing my music in this way at all. So this is like really out of my comfort zone. But all day long, I talk to people about being out of their comfort zone. And then I started taking guitar lessons and meeting people and meeting Tom and
Is that what really got you started was with Tom to pull you out to get you to do it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I
Talk
decided
about that.
I decided I was going to fight my stage fright, and that I was going to kick its butt between
Yeah.
39 and 40, and then I'd be done with it.
Yeah.
I could just get it over with, and so he was talking to me about stage fright, and he said, fear, I think it's just sometimes an indicator that there's something big on the other side. And I wrote that down, and I said, if you don't write that song, I'm going to write it. So that's what this song is about.
Fear. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready.
Something's banging on my door, and I can't get it to stop. The more I try to ignore it, the louder that it knocks, and it just keeps getting stronger, forcing its way out. And I just have to stand back and let it scream and shout. Maybe fear's an indication something big is on its way. And I know the inclination to freeze or run away. What if fear is here to tell us what we really need to know? That it's time to pay attention to where we really need to go. It grabs me right around the neck, gripping me so tight. The only way it will let go is to look it in the eye. I have learned to live with fear, my imaginary friend, to listen to its wisdom, even though it's all pretend. Maybe fear's an indication something big is on its way. And I know the inclination to freeze or run away. What if fear is here to tell us what we really need to know? That it's time to pay attention to where we really need to go. Maybe fear's an indication something good is on its way. And I know I won't receive it if I turn and run away, run away. Maybe fear's an indication something good is on its way. That's so much fun. Thank you.
Very nice.
You're never going to run out of subject matter doing what you do.
Absolutely not.
Oh, I
I
know.
know. I go to workshops and they're like, what happens when
Yeah.
you have writer's block? And I'm like, oh.
I got to work.
Like, I'll give you a whole basket full of my ideas. So,
Tell us about hands and feet.
oh gosh. Well, I don't normally play this song because it makes me so sad. But my friend Bill encouraged me that I should probably play it. So I don't. My friend Catherine, actually, I mean, it seems metaphorical, right? Let me be your hands, let me be your feet, let me help you, right? But actually, I had a friend who had a septic infection, and she has 2 kids that are my kids' age, and I love her. Her name's Catherine Keene, and after we were praying that she would survive, and after it was all said and done, she had to have both hands and feet amputated.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
She's doing incredible. I mean, she's stronger than I ever would have been in those circumstances. And so our neighborhood is amazing, and everyone is so connected in our neighborhood. And they had a 5K, and my friend Patty, the one who lost her daughter, when I wrote my Firefly song, I shared this with her. It was my own personal therapy. I said, I wrote this song because I was really hurting for Catherine. And she said, you have to sing it at this 5K. And this was in the middle of my, I don't sing in front of people stage. And I was like, in front of all of my neighbors? That sounds like an awful idea. So I called Tom and I went and recorded it, and so that I could play it on a PA. And then when I was driving home, I realized I am the worst, and what a chicken I am. I have my hands and feet, and I probably need to get my butt up there and just sing the song for her and be strong. And duh. So anyway, I got the music class. The music teacher at the elementary school came and tried to play his sax in sub-freezing weather, and he brought drums for the kids, and the kids played the drums, and it was beautiful and heartbreaking, and all of that. It was all of the emotions, but we were able to raise enough money for her to get real prosthetics where she could actually use them, not like the ones that insurance pays for. And she's walking on prosthetics now and doing amazing.
Good.
But it still makes me really sad every time I play this. So I don't really play it, but Bill said you should.
Well,
play
I'm
it.
happy that she's able to overcome what she's overcome.
Oh
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh.
It's so inspiring. It really is.
Let's hear that
Yeah.
song.
Okay.
This has kind of an interesting rhythmic pattern in it also that makes it a little more challenging than some of the others. But cool. Anyway, here we go.
When I heard from you today, it's hard to fathom all the pain. There was nothing I could say. All that I could do was pray. When I'm mad at God 'cause life's unfair, it's hard to find him anywhere. But when we help someone in need, it gives us reason to believe. Let me be your hands and be your feet. When you're down and feeling weak, I'll lift you up so you can see. Let me be your hands, let me be your feet. Hope you know you're not alone. Don't have to do this on your own. And when there's nothing I can do, I will come and sit with you. Let me be your hands and be your feet. When you're down and feeling weak, I'll lift you up so you can see. Let me be your hands, let me be your feet. I hate that this is happening. You don't deserve this suffering. And if I can do anything, please tell me. Let me be your hands and be your feet. When you're down and feeling weak, I'll lift you up so you can see. Let me be your hands, let me be your feet. Let me be your hands, let me be your feet. Let me be your hands. Thank you.
Beautiful. The next song that you have on your list is My Dad's Guitar.
This
I bet
is
it's about
another
your
one.
dad's guitar. What do you think?
It is. You're smart.
I am.
You guessed that one. Yeah, I have my dad's guitar hanging in my music room, and it's another song that I don't play in public much. But my friend Bill suggested I should be out of my comfort zone.
Good
Why
for
not?
Bill.
So here I go. I'm not going to talk about it because it'll make me sad. So I'm just going to play it. All right. Dad, your guitar, it hangs on the wall. You never learned to play it at all, and it's there to remind me. I believe I can do anything I set my mind to. You'd always remind me. Desperately fighting to survive our dreams, want to stay alive, but you gave up, you didn't even try. You could have been a great big star if you had picked up your guitar. Your dreams live inside me. I wish that I could see your face in the crowd out here today, but I know you stand beside me. Desperately fighting to survive our dreams, want to stay alive, but you gave up, you didn't even try. You spent your life in that old bar. Fear didn't get you very far. You said you wanted more for me. I think I know exactly what that means. Ooh. Desperately fighting to survive our dreams, want to stay alive, but you gave up, you didn't even try. Dad, your guitar still hangs on the wall. You never learned to play it at all, and it's there to remind me. Thank you.
Beautiful. That's probably my favorite one so far. Really like it.
Thank you.
And good for you for being able to do it. 'Cause the song I wrote about my dad when he passed away, I still don't do it.
So will you promise to do it now that I did that?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Maybe after the show.
Okay.
Will you play it for me?
All right.
She's like, no.
What did we just promise?
We're going on to the next song.
Okay.
You can rewind the tape.
She wants me to
Hello.
do Daddy.
Okay.
It's only
that
fair.
would require me remembering it.
Yeah, no kidding.
okay.
We'll give a
Maybe
good
next
You have
shot
until
at it.
September 8th.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Okay,
coming
we'll
back.
practice.
We'll do that,
practice.
yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Your next
Whew,
song
okay.
is I Want to Write a Song.
Yeah, this is actually I had this idea for the song for a very long time, but I didn't feel like I've been writing and performing songs long enough to really capture what I wanted to capture. So I asked Tom. I said I have this idea about writing songs and why I write songs, and will you write it with me? And it was my first co-write. I kind of avoided that for a long time because I really thought, you know, I'm a counselor. I know what happens when you add another person to emotions and how complicated that could get. But I actually really loved it. It was so great. So we wrote this song together about why we love to write songs and why music is so powerful. So I'm actually gonna not. Can I unplug right now because I'm gonna end up plugging
Reno,
that
can
next
you
guitar.
mute number 2?
Got it. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna put this.
Are you going to dance for us?
Oh gosh, that would be so inappropriate. But maybe. I don't usually like sitting down that long, so maybe I'll stand up a little bit. Is this gonna mess with your stuff too much if I stand here? I got it. Good. I can sit down.
Not now.
I'm kind of high maintenance.
No.
Thank
Now
you.
we've done all this, you're definitely
All right, I'm definitely gonna
Take her
stand up.
stool out.
All right, thank you. I want to write a song that makes you sing about the hidden hand of God in everything. I want to write a song that makes you cry, then gently wipes the tears from your eyes. I want to write a song that sets you free, but first I have to write this song for me.
I don't really care if it's a hit, just a song that makes you never wanna quit. The kind that pulls you over in your car when you know that you've gone too far. Your blind spot makes it hard to see, but first I have to write the song for me.
The words I cannot say, the prayer I cannot pray, keep me in your sway until the end. Let every broken note hold the hand of hope. Piece me back together again. I want to write a song just for you, when it seems like your dreams can't come true.
To help you make a promise to yourself, to take your heart off the shelf.
Every door will open with a key, but first I have to write this song for me. First, I'm gonna write this song for me. Thank you, Bill. That was so great.
Still a little hoarse from the other day.
So that co-writing thing went so well with Tom that I decided to try it with someone else after that, and I wonder if I can. I'm gonna need to plug this other guitar.
That's fine.
I'm gonna
I
be a
think
little high maintenance.
and you're going to do Scarves now,
I'm gonna
right?
do Scarves next.
Okay, good.
And this one I co-wrote with Mark David Manders. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do not.
He's kind of a local legend. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's kind of a local legend, and I didn't really know. So I kind of dumb and blindly
Love to meet him. We just
have
don't
met
know
all
everybody.
of these
seems
great
like.
musicians that I didn't know were a big deal, which was great because then I wasn't really
Nervous about
nervous. I was like, oh, nice to meet you. You're just a guy that lives in my neighborhood, and And then later I found out, yeah, that's Mark David Mander, like that guy. So anyway, I was glad I didn't know that when I met him, because I just think he actually runs a group called Songwriters Anonymous at Love and War in Texas and Plano every Monday night.
Okay.
And it's kind of like an AA meeting, but with alcohol. That's weird, right? It's an AA meeting for songwriters. And not everybody drinks alcohol, but there is stuff there. So,
I'm going to do a little some of that mic. I'm
okay. Thank you.
I want you to come over the top of it a little bit.
All right. Thanks for taking care of me.
It's okay. It's just I know this mic and it's gonna.
I didn't tell you I was gonna trick it up and be
Okay. We'll do it.
I also need a plug.
There we go. Let's try that now.
Okay. I also need a plug in too.
Good idea.
We're just gonna like edit all of this and cut it out later, right? This is
Not all of it.
just
Because you're live.
just kidding.
You can only do so
Fine.
much.
I don't need to be edited.
Nah,
I'm
we don't
fine.
do a lot of edits.
I'm fine just the way I am.
Randy, you might
Facebook
wanna
is
turn the
like
guitar
it
back
is.
on.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to get a level on this one too.
Okay.
You'll let Reno get a level on the recording part of it.
All right. How does it sound?
Play it.
How does it sound to you there? Good? You want me to turn it up more? Oh, all the way. You guys want 100%. I
Yeah.
forgot. You don't want anything less than 100%. Is that good? Is that 100%? Reno,
Yeah,
do I
that's
have the
right.
thumbs up?
Yeah, just he's tuning.
I might have turned
Don't
it-
change anything.
Oh, it's good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
So this song is called Scarves, and
You're good.
this is exactly where you like it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to mess with it. All
I'm
right.
trying to get it to stop.
So I
popping
wish
on
you could. I wish you could see Randy's face. He's
Yeah.
like, don't touch me.
No, it's just
No, thank you for taking care of me.
Honest.
Thank you. All right, so I went to write a song with Mark. He had an idea for a really weird song, and I vetoed that immediately. I'm not even going to tell you what I was like. No, but it was like the day. But there were pouty boobs. I think was part of what he had come up with already. I was like, no, not feeling it. So so I said, my husband's birthday's tomorrow, and I've been wanting to write him a song about scars because he likes my scars, and I love that he accepts me with all of my scars. And for his birthday, I want to write him a song. Can we just do that real fast in the next, hour? And I think it came out pretty good. I like it.
let's hear it.
Ready? This scar on my chest I got when I was young. This one on my back, having way too much fun. Written here on my skin like a faded tattoo are the lessons I've learned and the pain I've been through. I've got some scars only you can see. I never let anyone else get this close to me. Some scars fade away, but some scars, they hold their ground. You've seen them all, and you're still around. They may not look pretty to anyone else, but I earned each one all by myself. I used to hide them, 'cause that's all I knew. But I didn't start healing till I shared them with you. I've got some scars only you can see. I never let anyone else get this close to me. Some scars fade away, but some scars, they hold their ground. You've seen them all, and you're still around. You've seen them all, and you're still around. But some scars, they hold their ground. You've seen them all, and you're still around. You've seen them all, and you're still around. Thank you, Rex, for still being around. I think he's watching. If you're still around, thanks for still being around.
I told Helen when you were doing that song, you've got that sensitivity in your voice that the kind that I love to mix. So, Tom, I'm looking forward to mix her. I know what you felt like when you were mixing her.
Because Tom abandoned me and moved to Washington.
Oh, man. He abandoned all of us, but we love him anyway.
I do.
This Must Be Love is the song you're going to take us out of the musical part of the show.
Okay.
And then we're going to take a break for a few minutes. We're going to go sit down and have a talk and learn about you and chat with Bill a little bit about some stuff. And then we'll turn the cameras off and play a little music.
All right. That sounds like fun. All right. So has anyone here ever been treated poorly by another human? Mm-hmm. For no reason at all when you're trying really hard to be nice? All right. So I wrote this. I was really trying. I was trying really, really, really hard to bring love every day, even though someone was not really bringing that to me. So I prayed every day before work, and I would go in and I had to write this song to try to embody what I was trying to embody. And so it really is, I did have a co-write on this song. You've probably heard some of these words before, but I don't think I have a place to send any royalty checks. So, all right. Ready?
Play the first chord of that song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are we in?
Yeah.
I made him tune the guitar a half step down, so it makes it, I'm high maintenance, I guess. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy or boast with pride. It honors others and not yourself. Is slow to anger but quick to help. Honestly, there is no hate in me. I wish that you could see. This must be love. You keep throwing your darts at me. I'll turn the other cheek, though this is killing me. This must be love. Love bears all things, believes all things. It hopes and it dreams, and it endures. It does not resent. I'm trying my best. I need some rest. Can't take any more. Honestly, there is no hate in me. I wish that you could see. This must be love. You keep throwing your darts at me. I'll turn the other cheek, though this is killing me. This must be love. So pass that cup, fill me up, empty me of me. I'll risk it all, I'll take the fall. Then I'll lift it up. You'll see that honestly, there is no hate in me. You are too blind to see. This must be love. You keep throwing your darts at me. I'll turn the other cheek, though this is killing me. This must be love. This must be love. This must be love. This must be love. Can we have a hand for Bill Hudson? Woo! That was so beautiful. Thank you. I get really excited. That's why I have to have my lyrics up here, because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so great. And then I'm like, where am I? What am I doing?
Paul and Timothy
Where am
aren't
I?
bad
Where
to
am I?
have as co-writers, are they?
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to thank you for coming. Helen and I are just really glad, and we wanted to let everybody know, too, that we're going to not be doing any more shows until the 8th of March. We'll have Abby Gardner with us, and that'll be a rare Thursday show for us instead of the Tuesday show that week. And then we'll have Miss Artez after that, I think.
Ariana.
Yes.
She comes to my Songwriters Anonymous group that I was just talking about. We
She'll
got
be
to
here
talk
next
last night.
month with us as well.
Oh, I would love to
so-
come see her. Yeah.
Well, just
can
come
come
on
out.
back.
Yeah.
Just come
Tune
on
in
back.
for Ariana. She's amazing.
Well, I wanted to thank you again, Bill, for being here. And
Thanks for
seeing
having
you
me.
again. It was
Thank you,
wonderful.
Bill.
And
Always
Lynn,
good stuff.
It's a
thank
blast.
you for coming down and spending your evening entertaining us.
Thanks.
Also wanted to thank Reno Treadway and Gabrielle, who are back there in
Yes.
the engineer booth, making it all
Thank
happen.
you.
All the people on Facebook Live
That's
watching. too.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. We certainly appreciate it, and so do the artists. And thank you, Randy, for getting this party started.
Yeah.
Everybody,
great.
you're in the music room.